So for those of you who are not familiar with the Columbia Film Society, this is what it is. It's a fantastic deal, really. It's 10 weekends throughout the season of films that are either no longer or never were in the theaters. Many of them international films, indie films, but it's a subscription, $35, and you can come to 10 of those showings.
Greetings from Columbia, Maryland, where we are recording Razzle Dazzle Radio, a show brought to you by Howard Community College. I'm Carolyn Kellerman, and I'm here with my co-host, Judy Templeton, and today's show is all about college and the community. Since its beginning in 1966, HCC has been home to many organizations. The Columbia Film Society comes to mind, and candlelight concerts, among others. Our guests today are the folks now involved in keeping close ties with the community and making sure things run smoothly. As a bonus, Chris Hefty, a.k.a. Bella Naughty, returns with their unique wit and humor and talent, of course. So I guess I can turn it over immediately to the queen of the drags, Bella Naughty.
Yay. Thank you, Chris / Bellinati, for being here. I wanted to grab you up and ask you to tell us a little bit about Gay Pride coming up and some more. So how are you today?
I am doing so well. Thank you for having me. I'm so glad to be back.
Well, we love having you. And just so everybody knows, like Bellinati / Chris has so many different jobs. I think he's about 12 people into one. Right now, one of his jobs is he's sitting at the Eastern Choral Company up at the mall. And if you want to see them in person, go head by and say hi. You may see them dressed as the owner of Eastern Choral Company or as the drag queen, Bellinati. So, all right, first, before we speak about all of your many talents, tell us a little bit about what to expect on October 12th over at Merriweather for the Gay Pride Festival in Columbia.
Well, we have Howard County Pride, or HoCo Pride, coming back again for our annual October Pride event. It's our biggest event of the year, though we do many different events. We're going to have all of our community members, leaders, and small businesses and artists, creatives, and performers all coming together to bring about this rainbow and colorful, happy time for everyone in the community as we celebrate LGBTQIA+ History Month. And we invite everyone to come on. Together. Yes.
Will we be able to see a drag show at the Chrysalis as we have in the past?
Yes, indeed. So we don't have the full schedule, but we know we are going to have aerialist acts, bands, choirs, dancing, singing, and drag. So there is a thing for everyone, and we hope everyone will come to see every last one of these performances. We're going to have 2 different drag shows throughout the day so that if someone doesn't make one, they still can make another.
Oh, that's fantastic. So I don't say this to many people, but Chris can walk better in a pair of 6-inch heels than me. I'm just saying. So competition being what it is, but really, please come out and enjoy this. This is a whole different Gay Pride Festival. It's very family friendly. It's very community friendly. There are so many different nonprofits there to support. And Chris, you've been, you've really been helpful at keeping it going. So what role do you play?
Over the years, I have done various roles. I came in as one of our fundraising chairs, ended up becoming the co-chair. And then when we reorganized as an independent 501c3 versus being under the umbrella of PFLAG Columbia Howard County, I became the CFO and one of the core board members, which is where I currently am.
See, I told you you have a lot of hats. The thing is, you're a force and you've kept it going. And we so appreciate that. Now, aren't you also a singer and a storyteller? So how do you utilize that?
Well, as Bella Naughty, I do perform. I perform as a singer, a live singer, and I do record music. And then I do drag story hours. So I will go and read to kids and young adults and just everyone, really. There's so many different types of people that I've interacted with and got to perform for. And no matter what I'm doing, singing, reading, talking, engaging, being comical, it's all a facet of what drag can be.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Do you have time just to share the story? And I know you've told it before about how some of this began for you. You were in the car with your family, I believe.
Yeah. So, I mean, my involvement went back to my brother and I on a road trip, just going back up to New Jersey, seeing family. And we were discussing things that we wanted to see in the community. We've been here for so long because we moved down from New Jersey when I was like 4 around. So, very young age, and all through school, we lived here, and this is our home. We thought of things that we would want to see to fill in some gaps. One of the things we talked about that really just stood out to us in that car ride was opening a community center so that we have a place for all LGBTQI plus people to go and be in community throughout the weeks, throughout the years, throughout the months, have community support services and just all sorts of things available to them there. And that idea was something that we ended up talking about with our family in general. My dad being so sweet and wanting to support what we were thinking of, started to put feelers out there, reached out to PFLAG, and Jamel Howard, the former president of the chapter, reached back out to me and was like, it's funny you say that you want a community center. That's something I want. That's something we wanted to focus on. So would you like to get involved? I was like, yeah. So it all just went from there. I started out helping through PFLAG fundraising, and I attended the first fundraiser and soft launch event for Howard County Pride, which was in Carroll Baldwin Hall in historic historic Savage Mill. I'm sorry, and it was a great event, and I sold Pride merch and things like that in order to help fundraise for the cause. And since then, I've been a part of it, and it's just kind of evolved and grown along with me, and we kind of helped each other become greater.
I love that story because one conversation can change your life, right?
Absolutely.
And we just are so grateful that you're such a strong advocate and worker. And as I say, a real force here in the community for the LGBTQIA. And, we all need to work harder to support all that. And so thank you for all your work. Not to mention that you work 1 million hours at the mall. So.
Well, I own the store. It's a small business, and I'm working hard to grow it and to have it into a place where I don't have to be here 24/7. But to do that, sometimes you got to be there 24/7.
Yeah, exactly. Carolyn, I know you wanted to ask him something.
What exit in New Jersey? What turnpike?
Right off the turnpike. You get over the Delaware Memorial Bridge, you get off that exit and you're in. I am born in Camden County Hospital and grew up in Voorhees and Cherry Hill, kind of in between.
I know it well. And
Nice.
One of my feelings is that people born in New Jersey are more interesting than anybody else because they
wait a minute. I'm going to have to dispute that.
All right. They learn how to drive around circles. And
that you might do. Okay, good. I'm not a circular driver. All right, I'll give you that for sure. Oh my gosh. Oh,
we're more well-rounded that way, aren't we?
Oh, okay. I see where this is going. All right.
In circles, yes.
Chris, just keep being you and doing all the great things that you're doing. And please come out on October 12th, and then you can see Chris as Bellinati and a host of others, of course, too. So any other things you want to say that, before we have to go?
Well, I'd say just keep being you. Something I recently was talking to other friends about was how you can express your individuality and pride in so many unique ways. Sometimes they're bold, sometimes they're loud and proud and bright. Other times it's subtle. Other times it's just being you and being unashamed to be you in a space. It can be done quietly. And both these ways can have equal impact. I get people that have talked to me from my high school days, sending me a message. I don't even remember who they were. I wasn't close to these people. And they're like, you stuck out to me. You stood out, and you because you were you, I felt comfortable coming out. And I was like, wow, I'm so glad that someone felt that way just by me existing. I didn't do anything, didn't talk to them, definitely didn't remember who they were. Not that I wouldn't have wanted to, but just didn't, right? And then other times I do what I do now on a stage, something big and bold, and I make an impact. just do something, live your life, and wherever that life goes, as long as you center who you are and own it and be proud of it, you'll move mountains.
Oh, well, living your truth has inspired and been impactful to others. And that's why, again, I'm in gratitude for you and all you do. So just keep it going, and we will be looking for you. And if you want to see them sooner, get on over to Eastern Coral Company, beautiful jewelry, and just be in your energy. Thank you so much, Chris, for coming on.
My pleasure.
I know you got to go open your gate for your store and let the floodgates of people come in.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. See you on the 12th, if not before.
Awesome. See you.
Bye. Thanks so much for coming. All right. And now rock star, superstar at HCC, Janelle, another person that's 12 people into one. I don't know how many jobs she does, but a lot. Now, what they call her is the director of the HVPA, and that's the Horowitz Visual Performing Arts Center. Always love to get that out. And there's a lot of things going on in there. So maybe for some of you that don't know that building, you need to know that building because there's 2 art galleries. There's a concert hall. There's a huge, beautiful theater that actually has a stage that goes around, one of its kind, certainly. I still call it a black box theater, a smaller theater in the back, dance studios, and music studios. Geesh, I don't know if you even want to add to that, Janelle, but all of that, she keeps running. So you're going to want to get your pad out. You're going to want to make sure you don't miss a thing because lots of stuff happening. So, Janelle, thanks so much for all the work you do. Really appreciate it.
Really, it is a pleasure. I am so excited. Can you believe this, ladies? We are now at the beginning of our 20th anniversary season here in HVPA. And I think you both remember when we broke ground on this building, when we opened the doors to this building, when we had our first productions in the new spaces. It's a year of celebration here in the Horowitz Center. And so
we do remember.
I remember when Janelle was my student in dance class, and I chose her to perform on the stage in a music combination, and she sang and then she danced. So yes, I remember it well.
Well, my memory of you, Janelle, early before we talk about the present, and it's a sweet memory, is that you were in a play at DLC, and I was sitting behind your husband and your daughters. And she has a set of twins, and all 3 of them are adorable. And they were just overjoyed at watching their mother perform. They were just so excited, and they couldn't stop asking your husband questions. He was trying to shush them, anyway, and it was a sweet memory. And then another one is she has, I'm sure they're all talented, but one of them came last year to a poetry kind of open mic and shared the most poignant poem. It touched my heart. I had to write to you right after. I wrote to you how touched I was to let her know how really innovative her poem, and her just having the ability to get up in front of mostly adults and read it. So, wow. Good stuff.
Judy, I'm touched that you shared that, but that is just an example of the types of events that we hold here on the campus that are open to everyone, so inclusive and really looking to incorporate any voice, regardless of age. My daughter's 13 years old, and the event that you were talking about was the Blackbird Poetry Festival that was presented in collaboration with HoCoPolitso and HCC Creative Writing, English Student Life. It's a collaborative event, and that's the impact that those types of collaborations have. It brings the community together. The guest poet that day was amazing, and the college students were sharing. It provides a platform for voices to be shared and heard. And I'm fortunate to be raising my family in a community that has those outlets. So really, it's a pleasure. Yep.
Well, thank you. It was wonderful to be able to share those. So maybe we just, because we have a good segue, talk about in tomorrow night, tell us about what's going on in the name of poetry.
Oh my gosh. Well, are you talking about our exhibition?
The Boulder event?
Oh yes, the Bowder event. We have
Yeah.
poetry happening everywhere right now. So yes, the Bowder lecture is tomorrow. So September 18th. I'm not sure when this is going to air, but we have on September 18th another collaborative event here on campus in the name of Lillian Bowder, our very generous donor to the college. We have a lecture featuring Safia Alhio, an author, and we're focusing on her book, Bright Red Fruit. And she'll be in the Montebar Recital Hall tomorrow at 12:30 for a hybrid lecture and Q&A that is available to folks who are able to come to campus and those who want to tune in virtually and even ask questions virtually. And then there's a 6:00 in person only in the Montebar Recital Hall.
We may not be able to know this ahead of time, but it's wonderful just to know that this kind of thing happens. All right, so take us forward and tell us what we can hope to see.
Oh, well, okay. So segue with poetry. We have an exhibition right now, visual poetry, and that features the work of Wansuk Kim. And that exhibition is open now and will be open through October 12th. So please take time to come and visit. The work of Wansuk Kim it's called visual poetry because that's what it is. It is introspective. These images draw you in. To me, they're very intimate, personal sort of settings, the elements of water and earth and flame, and it's just beautiful. We had our kickoff event for the 20th season was this past Saturday, and we were able to hold that in collaboration with the reception for Wansuk's opening. So we had such a great turnout. It's just overwhelming to see the support and the excitement of the community coming. We had over 100 people attending that gallery reception to celebrate her artistry and kick off the season. So please do make it over. It's in the Rouse Company Foundation Gallery through October 12th. I don't know, have either of you had a chance to walk through?
Oh, yes. I have taken my students through, and of course, they have to do a critique on it. I think it's just beautiful and well named. And I'm going to be honest, when you said the date, I was like, I thought it was this Saturday. And I was actually looking in my book to see that I screwed up and missed it. Darn it, because I really wanted to be at the reception. But I've gone in there a number of times. It's absolutely beautiful, and it just really has a calming effect, and the energy is just vivacious yet calming. It's thrilling, the colors, everything. So yeah, highly recommend. How long do we have to see that now?
Until October 12th.
Okay, we got till October 12th. Carolyn, what did you want to ask her about that?
No, actually, I want to move on to one of my favorite organizations, the Film Society. And my memories go back to the early 70s when Tom Brzezinski and Ruth, I'm forgetting her name.
Helen Ruther,
thank you.
Yes.
And Bob Keller got together and formed the society. And we used to meet at Bryant Woods Elementary School. They put up a sheet in the activity room. We sat there, some of us on the floor, and watched films in 1975, 76, those years, long time ago. Now it has been housed at the college, and you guys are now supervising, correct? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So those players that you mentioned, Bob and Helen and Tom, what a legacy they've created with the Columbia Film Society here in Columbia and Greater Howard County. I mean, since I've been here at the college, it's just a tradition to have this film series here. They reached out, over a year ago now, and said, gosh, it's time to pass the torch. You know, they want to retire and asked if the college would be interested in assuming operation and maintaining this tradition. And we said, of course, it's our pleasure. This is something that brings film to the community, films that are no longer in theaters or never were in theaters. And we don't want to see that go away. We want to make sure that's still available for those that have made it their date night, their couples night, some of the patrons that we've gotten to know over the years just really make it's part of the culture of their friend group, of their entire experience in the community. So we're continuing that. And I am really thrilled that Marie Westhaver, who is our coordinator of film here on campus, has agreed to lead the film selection and bring her insight to the introduction of the films each weekend. So for those of you who are not familiar with the Columbia Film Society, this is what it is. It's a fantastic deal, really. It's 10 weekends throughout the season of films that are either no longer or never were in the theaters. Many of them international films, indie films, but it's a subscription, $35, and you can come to 10 of those showings. There's 2 showings on Friday and 2 showings on Saturday. So you have 4 chances to see those films. I mean, you can't beat that price.
Not even. And is that is live that you're talking about?
Yes.
At the Montebarro Hall? Is that where they show those?
It is in Smith Theater because we cannot. Montebarro would be too small for this crowd. It is.
This is good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And how can we get information on what those shows are?
So we're starting on September 26th as the first, 26th and 27th is the first weekend. We're kicking off with the film A Real Pain. That'll be 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock, both that Friday and Saturday. Now, the way the subscriptions work is that it's just subscription. It's not pay per film. So you can sign up anytime. If you miss the first one, no worries. You can still sign up for the rest. And I think it's still a great deal for 9 films for. So our website is the best way to buy online. And you can go to howardcc.edu/film society. That'll take you right to the info page with all the titles for the year and a subscribe now button that will take you to online sales. You can also call the box office for any of this information here in the Horowitz Center. You can call the box office, and that phone number is 443-518-1500.
Perfect. Wow. I've just got some good news on that. So I had no idea. So thanks, Carolyn.
Yeah, and it sounds like
on that.
It sounds like Carolyn has participated over the years.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you could miss at least 5 or 6 of the shows and it'd still be a bargain, right? The way I added up. So anyway.
Absolutely. And that's what happens. We sell out but what happens is people are on vacation. We have snowbirds, heading to Florida in January and February, miss those films, but it's still a good deal.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna check into that for sure. So, well, I'm dying to know what is coming up in the theater at HCC.
In the theater. A lot is coming up. But what I'm really excited to share for October is that Bill Gillette, our chair of performing arts, has an original work coming to our studio theater, which is the Black Box venue that you mentioned earlier. He has written a script. It is now cast. It is called Anomalous. And it is an immersive experience for the patrons who will venture backstage for the beginning of the production and travel through some of our venue areas with the cast throughout this show, which is it's sort of about a science experiment. So I don't no spoilers, but the audience is part of it.
Oh, I love this. This sounds great. Now, when can we expect to see this?
So that opens on Thursday, October 9th, and runs just one weekend through October 12th.
Okay.
So if you're planning to visit Chris over at the Pride event on October 12th, make sure you come here first.
There you go. You can do it all. You could go to, go to the Gay Pride at 12. And what time is the matinee for this? 2 or 3?
That will be at 2:30 on October 12th.
Okay. I think I'm going to put that in my calendar. I'll make it all. That sounds like
the whole day. And the Thursday through Saturday shows are 7:30.
Okay. Oh, wow. I'm so excited. I didn't know too much about that. So, all right. Well, so you said there's some more. So what else do we have to look
We
forward
have
to?
so much more coming up. In addition to Wonsa Kim's exhibition, we in our other gallery right now, we're featuring a exhibition called Heroes it was a call to artists to submit work that's inspired by their personal heroes, which is an uplifting message. I think we can all use a hero right now. And so I'd encourage you, if you're on campus, stop by it's the Richard B. Talkin Family Art Gallery, which is down the hall from the main lobby across from our development office. And it has some small works, some large works, but it's a nice collection of student work, community work, and professional work. So please stop by. And that also runs through October 12th.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So when you go to the theater, you can also sideline. Let's see, will those shows still be up? Yeah, they can still catch a little bit of it. Yep, exactly. Yeah. So any other theater shows coming for the fall?
For the fall, yes. Further in November, we have another one I know you'll be really excited about because it's with Jenny Mayle. It is called A Little Fight Music.
Oh, and I love that.
It is a stage combat cabaret that features vocal talents of our students and community members, along with fight choreography. And you'll love this, the revolve that you love in Smith Theater, the turntable will be used for this show. So I know you'll want to be there. That runs November 20th through the 23rd in Smith Theater.
Wonderful. Oh, I will definitely be there. And she's the perfect gal for the job on that. I saw her last cabaret and it was fabulous. It was so much fun. So this has a new theme and all that as well, it sounds like.
Exactly. There's singing, there's fighting. You can't beat it.
What better than that?
It'll be exciting.
Okay. And then I know we have to have some kind of dance coming up too. Don't we have the fall?
Yes, absolutely. The weekend before A Little Fight Music, we have the HCC Dance Showcase that is running just 2 days, November 7th and 8th. So mark your calendar for that. And that'll feature choreography by students. And that is in the Black Box space as well, the RCF Studio Theater. So that will run 2 days, but there is a matinee on the Saturday. So there's 3 chances to catch that. And I know Carolyn loves dance. I know you'll be there.
And what time is the matinee, Janelle?
The matinee on Saturday, the 8th, is at 2 p.m.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. All right. We're filling up the calendar.
And before that, we have our concert series is kicking off as well. And to celebrate our 20th anniversary, we have a special alumni concert that is beginning their season. It's October 5th. So before you come see Anomalous, October 5th is our alumni concert, and that features 3 alums that have gone on from their education here at HCC to 4-year education and professional work. So you don't want to miss that. See where they are now. And of course, our concert series has a number of events, but I do want to point out on November 1st is our musical Kaleidoscope. And that is a faculty celebration in Montebar Recital Hall. And if you want a taster's menu of our music faculty, our talented music faculty, please come to this because you'll see so many different music genres represented and different talents and really get to know our music faculty. So make it there 7:30 Saturday, November 1st.
Oh my goodness, this is going to be a fun fall. All right, get out your best clothes and get ready to hit HCC's HVPA building. And as she said, you can see it all. You can see visual poetry, which of course is this beautiful art gallery. You can see heroes. You can see 2 plays. You can see dance and concert. And I can't wait to see this kaleidoscope. What a great idea to see the faculty perform as well. Anything else you want to add before we have to go?
Oh, just keep December in mind as well. We'll have children's theater coming back. So
Oh, fabulous.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, okay, where everybody can find all this information out is, as you said, by calling the box office or by checking out howardcc.edu/film society or /arts, or what else do you write in there so you can get the listing of everything?
To see everything at once, visit howardcc.edu/Horowitz Center. And from that page, you can navigate by personal interest. If you just want to see music, if you just want to see theater, or click on our season button, it'll give you an overview of everything coming up.
Fabulous. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Janelle. And again, you really make the magic happen. And we so appreciate everything you do and your passion behind it. And of course, Chris has already had to go sell some coral, but thank you, Chris, for all you do in the community. And until next time, Carolyn, you have any parting words? Man, I'm just charged up. I got to get my book out and write all this in it.
Just a congratulations to HCC and to you, Janelle, for keeping it alive.
Absolutely.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Carolyn. This is Judy Templeton on Razzle Dazzle Radio. Go make them razzle dazzle over at the HPVA. Thanks.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed what you just heard, we have a whole universe of podcasts waiting for you. Simply search Dragon Podcasts wherever you get your podcasts. You can also explore our full lineup and discover new shows at podbean.com/dragonpodcasts. That's podbean.com/dragonpodcasts.